Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we stormed the Team Galactic's hideout or HQ in Veilstone City, and now have released the Lake Guardians. Now we've got to hike up Mount Coronet to try and stop Cyrus and his plans with the red chain. And like where we left off in the last video, I'm taking the southern entrance to get up there. And anyhow, as we begin our hike up Mount Coronet, remember as always to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. Alright, we surf over that little patch of water there. And we gotta make sure not to walk over that ledge there. Otherwise, we're going to have to double back and come back all over again. Yeah, and I've actually been up here while I was doing a serious grind session with my Pokemon team, and I've already gotten all the items that were around here. Yeah, I think I better go ahead and use one of the max repels that I bought after the last recording. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, this is mainly just because caves like this tend to have very high encounter rates with wild Pokemon. Like, they'll spawn in at the most inconvenient of times. Alright, let's head down here right quick. Okay, and we got ourselves a max revive. That's always handy to have. Yep, and here's Team Galactic. Yeah, well, we only have one mission for ourselves, and that's to completely crush Team Galactic's ambitions. And a lot of the Galactic battles that we're gonna be facing as we hike up Mount Coronet are all gonna be mandatory, with some ones that we can avoid, if and when doable. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and accept it. It'll hurt a lot less. Yeah, if by Team Galactic's time you mean Team Galactic's time to get totally crushed, then I agree. Alright, let's go with Surf. Yeah, I think Surf might be Empoleon's strongest move, along with Drill Peck. Alright, now we're in the outside of Mount Coronet. Or at least on one of the upper mesas. Yeah, we gotta explore each and every inch of this place. And can't do much of anything over there since with the waterfall in the way, so choose rock climb and see what's up here. Okay, and we got ourselves a nugget. And it doesn't look like there's any way to get over there from here, so looks like we're taking the long way around. But I guess I could also go try and looking for any hidden items. Yeah, like this rock here. Yeah, that's usually a good indicator that there's a hidden item, like a max potion, for instance. Alright, avoid that guy. And I walked right into that one. Well, a fool I be, but a fool you be for thinking you can defeat me. Alright, once again, we're using Surf. Go, Bat. Alright, let's switch to Charizard. Yeah, one shot. Yeah, you can't do much of anything unless you fight for it. That's why it's always good to stand up for what you believe in. Alright, and we're making some pretty excellent time here. Okay, and just there is a tiny mushroom. And that rock's just a fake out. Yep, and here's the start of all of the mandatory Team Galactic battles that we have to do. Alright, Glameow's next. I'll go with Lucario. And I really like how, when Lucario was first introduced in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, that it became one of the most iconic and instantly popular Pokemon in the entire franchise. Alright, Charizard again. And I like the theory that's been circulating on the internet regarding Ash's Charizard and why it was so disobedient until the second half of the Orange Island arc, and how it's because Ash only officially earned 3 Kanto gym badges, while the others were either just rewarded to him, or in the case of the Earth badge, he technically stole it since it wasn't actually given to him. Alright, this time for Luxray. Yeah, I'm going for a crunch attack. Yeah, I still definitely want to get Charizard some serious training, since it's one of the Pokemon I want to take with me to the Pokemon League. Yeah, when we actually get around to taking it on properly. Alright, now we're at Spear Pillar. Yeah, of course we're gonna meddle around. We can't let you guys just do what you want all willy-nilly. Yeah, these guys' Pokemon aren't even level 40. And they still somehow managed to get put as guards? Like, come on! Yeah, now let's go and stop them. There's Cyrus, along with Mars and Jupiter. Now, all will end, and everything will begin. With this red chain, I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me, Palkia, the mythical Pokemon, and the master of space and dimensions. Alright, here it comes. Yeah, I'm gonna get a screenshot. Just gotta wait for the prime opportunity. Yeah, there we go. Yep, and now Palkia is here. This will bring about the destruction of all things. With everything gone, there will be no fighting and no strife. Feel the dimensions distorting. Only I can stop it. Yeah, everything across Sinnoh is starting to distort. This is the mythical Pokemon that created Sinnoh, Palkia, the ancient deity of space and the dimensions. Yeah, hang in there, Palkia. We'll be right there to save you. This world cannot be molded into the ultimate world I seek. It's far easier to create an entirely new world than to change this one. A new world in which I am the ruler of all things. I shall become a deity. We might want to be careful with that. Way of thinking there, Cyrus. There's no need to rush. I can understand you want to battle our boss real bad, but you'll have to go through me first. After all, you've made me look bad more times than I can care to remember, and I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time the gloves are coming off. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, Barry. Coming to help me out, huh? Don't you start the party without me. Humph. Well, if it isn't the little boy who ran off crying at Lake Acuity. Did you get any tougher since then? We'll beat you 2-on-2. Yeah, we'll see about that, Jupiter. Alright, and both commanders are starting off with Bronzor. I'll go ahead and swamp the battlefield with Surf. Sure that did hit Barry's Munchlax, but we can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Alright, here comes Jupiter's Skuntank. I'm not going to use Surf again, because that'll wipe out Munchlax. Oh, and we managed to free Skuntank. Okay, and Barry took out Bronzor for us. Alright, I'm gonna use Drill Peck on Skuntank. Hopefully not hit myself with Confusion. You know, maybe I better switch over to Garchomp. At least that takes care of Empoleon's Confusion. Yeah, not to mention it saved Empoleon from also taking any super effective damage. And both Commander's Ace Pokemon now have status conditions. Now let's go for Dragon Claw and Skuntank. Yeah, only to get hit by Aftermath. Yeah, Barry's doing pretty good, pretty well for himself against both of the commanders here. We'll go ahead and try to take down Golbat. Up, and there goes Munchlax. What is with Barry and not evolving his Pokemon? Alright, let's go for Crunch on Ferugly and whatever move Weasel will use on Golbat. Oh, Giga Drain did some serious damage right there. Maybe I should have taught Garchomp how to use a rock-type move like Rock Slide or something. Okay, with Ponyta, I can understand why Barry was late with evolving it. Same with Munchlax, given how long it took us to evolve Power Munchlax. But with Pokemon like Weasel, it should have evolved long by now. Yeah, I'd say we're more than a match for Cyrus there, Jupiter. Heh, my Pokemon are tough, right? I could get even tougher, but you know, that's it for us. We've hit the wall. Multigriffin, I'll help you with this. Oh, thanks, Barry. Hey, Multigriffin, this is it. It's your show now. Yeah, thanks for that, Barry. Oh.